Ah! Oh my god, bro! Like, dude, this show is driving me insane, man.
It's
It's driving me
crazy.
insane. It's driving
Yeah.
me insane. As you know, if you watch the last one, I'm smooth. That's Jade.
Hi.
Let's just dive into this.
Let's get into it.
So episode 3. Okay. All right. So you help me. What happened in 3? Because everything starts to blur together for me. It's like one moment.
Yeah, I feel like that too, especially with 3 and 4. I remember the girls got to see what the guys were up to, and it made
Yeah.
them more open to like connecting on their dates and things like that. They went
Yes.
on
Yes.
dates and they eventually chose people to send home, went into the next bonfire ceremony, that type of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So episode 3 was just like dates and people like them introducing new people to the house.
Mhm.
I do want to say like is episode 3 or 4 where Breon chose Courtney to go on a date with?
I think that's 3.
Okay, that's 3.
Mhm.
And then obviously Tyler, he chose K.
Yes.
Yeah, he chose K. He's pretty
Mhm.
much rocking with her.
Yes.
Grant is rocking with
Natalie. I think.
Natalie. Okay,
Mhm. Mhm.
Natalie. Like they're locking in, and oh
Yes.
boy, I don't remember his name because he ain't doing
Mhm.
nothing.
Yeah.
Like, he's so uneventful. I'm like, bro, be a piece
I
of
think
shit,
it's Lino. It's Lino.
Lino. Yeah, Lino,
That's
do
how I would
something.
want my man to be in this situation, though. So I'm kind of like happy he's on the boring side.
Right. Like Lino, wake up. You sleep at the wheel. Look around you.
Yeah. Yeah. One
Oh.
thing I think I noticed off the bat, and we didn't even bring it up because it's not even important, but Shantae or Shanti, she chose
Uh-huh.
someone for the date. Don't remember who it was, but watching that, she does not seem like a fun person to go on a date with.
Hey, on me, I was like, bro, she is boring. Like, why would anybody be interested in her, bro? Like
Yeah.
no wonder Breon is like halfway ready to jump out his skin and cheat.
Yeah.
You're shorty, you boring, bro.
Yeah. And they were doing a fun activity too. They were like go-karting or whatever it is in the woods or whatever. I've never done that, but I'd have a ball. And she was kind of just like, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
which
I'm
makes
like,
no
girl,
sense.
have fun. Let loose.
Right? She holds herself too tight. Like, release yourself. It's
Yeah.
okay. It is
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Then, oh, I remember the guys when they came back to the house. Didn't they have the girls do the paint game and they did the relay race?
Yes. 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 And
Yeah,
I was
they did the relay race. Yeah,
like,
and
the guy's house stay looking
bro,
so
that's the house.
it's
The girls' house. They be
so
sitting around. So, how was your day? How was it? Like, man, what the fuck? Get out of here, man.
yeah. I think the most fun I've seen the girls have so far is like watching the guys work out together and
Hmm.
like yelling at them or saying like, "Oh, you look good," like that type of thing. But like, I don't know. There needs to be some type of games, or they can make them up. The producers don't have to tell them to, but it's just so boring over there.
Yeah, and I'm surprised none of the guys have tried to like get them together and try and like do something like. Besides that night where they were doing like the lap dances and stuff, like that was
Yeah,
about it. Like,
yeah.
and
I
that's mild.
yeah. I think it's because primarily, I mean, I know it's a sad situation overall, but I think the girls are more staying in their sadness. And so, like, the guys there are kind of like trying to uplift them, and they maybe don't want to be overbearing because they're like, okay, well, I don't know how open she actually is to me because she's kind of just sitting here being sad about her dude the whole time. And
Hmm.
maybe like as things change and girls see how their guys are acting over there, then the dynamic in the house will change. Whereas I think the guys in the house, like, they're not even, I think Lino's really the only one who's like thinking thinking of
Yeah,
his girlfriend. Everybody else has put them out of their mind. They're fully diving in, and that's why they're having so much fun.
yeah, because Lino was in a race for 3.5 years. He didn't jump states and all that. Like this man's dedication to this woman is
Yeah.
above and beyond.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
above and beyond. One of them moves, I'm not making it. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, could you just finna move again? I'm like, shoot, I could schedule
Yeah.
a vacation.
I don't
Like,
think I would do that either. I think I'd be like, okay, how many months do you spend in this place? And wherever you think you like the most, or you'll end up, like, I'll meet you there and we can do long distance and see if that
yeah,
works. But
yeah.
yeah.
Cause I'll pull up. Like you, as long as you plan the flights out in advance, it's cheap.
Yeah.
Like so just make a plan. Okay, I'm gonna be here from January to September. Cool. I will
Mhm.
pull up
Yeah.
starting, you know what I'm saying? Especially if I get enough advance notice, I'll buy a ticket for January off rip. So then
Mhm.
boom, I'll pull up and then I'll pull up another time, pull out another time. I'll schedule my leave. We'll be good.
Mhm.
But man,
He's all in. So that's why I think he's really the only one who's like I mean, he's just as boring as the girl's house is. So you can see they're
damn.
all in the same energy.
That's a crazy way to put that. But that's true. That's
Yeah,
true. That's true.
yeah. So we'll
Wow.
see what happens as things
You know
progress.
what? You know
Yeah.
what? That might be why the Asian girl cheats. He's not
Why? 'Cause
exciting.
he's not doing anything?
He's not exciting. He's not he doesn't excite her.
I mean, it doesn't sound like she's cheated since it sounds like at the beginning she was exclusive with 2 people, but since then, I don't know how long the beginning was.
Because so no, go ahead. Finish.
No, I was gonna say I don't know how long the beginning they're saying of their relationship was, but it sounds like since then it's been fine. So Here's me and my mhm,
dynamic thinking. I'm
okay.
thinking that he was the boring, safe guy that was like almost the insurance. She knew he was gonna be so he was solid,
Mm,
stable, and the other dude was excitement.
mm.
And when push came to shove and she was going to lose her insurance policy, she said, fuck that. I'm going to leave with my insurance because
I
I know he's going to be here. The other dude, he not even really got any commitment to me. She might have been exclusive to both of them, but the guy probably wasn't even on her the same way Lino was. And
that
she
makes
knew
sense.
that.
That makes sense. So
So she
maybe
chose.
she longs for excitement, but she went with somebody safe.
Because remember last video, you said, what did you say? You said, choose a guy that likes you more. That's what you
Yes,
did.
I did say
That's what you did. That's what she did.
I did say that.
That's what she did. That's what she
Yeah.
did.
Sometimes, because I don't know, I guess sometimes, like, if it's just obviously you want it to be equal, but if it's just a smidge more, I feel like I'd feel a little bit more comfortable. But then that
Mhm.
might mean the guy's a little less more or a little more boring than someone I
Yeah,
might also be interested in.
yeah,
So I didn't think of that. That's a good
yeah,
point. We'll see what she does. I hope she doesn't mess up because
nah, she's definitely going. She's gonna fail.
she
But
keeps saying how like she doesn't want Lino to keep bringing up her past transgressions, and I'm like, the best way to avoid that is to not make another transgression.
she's gonna make the transgression because this see I have the unfortunate benefit of having watched episode 5 already. Now I can't say something's already happened, but
Okay.
the way the show is structuring itself,
Hmm.
she's gonna fold. She's gonna fold. Like,
Okay.
but their bonfire.
Hmm.
Hey, Ashley, I'm hurting for you. I was like, what the fuck?
Both I noticed in the bonfire, and I know we're hopping all over the place, but I noticed Shantae and Ashley were super, super calm. Well, I didn't hear Ashley say anything. But while she
Mhm.
was watching it, she was calm. Shantae was calm. And yeah, I don't know. Like the guy who hosts was saying, like, if anything that's an issue with you, like you need to allow yourself to give these emotions. What do you think about that? Because I feel like, I don't know, sometimes being calm is like a superpower. Like you can still have the emotions, but maybe like
No.
not showing them right then. Like maybe like you're just internalizing it. And then maybe like when she's in her room by herself, then she's like, okay, now I can cry. I don't know. What do you think about that?
I think there's a time and a place when you're at the bonfire, right? Like
Mhm.
I feel like work is somewhere where you would remain calm. I feel like
Mhm.
if you're out, amongst other people, but when you're in the setting that you're supposed to express yourself, you should express yourself.
Mhm.
And I think for them, their calmness was a facade. Like it's different if you're calm and you're really calm
Yeah.
versus it being a facade. Like Shantae's dying inside, dying,
Yeah.
dying inside. She's literally like, "Oh, he's cheating the line and
Yeah.
I'm hearing her voice crack, and I'm like, man, nah, man.
Mhm.
And then oh girl, like you saying, she's crying and messed up. Like, oh, you keep bringing up stuff, and I just
Mhm.
wanna. And but she's at least going through it, and I'm just like,
Okay.
yes, express it, say it
Mhm.
out loud, so you can get past it, because otherwise it stays in your head, and that stuff like hurts.
Yeah.
Um, but Ashley, like, hey, like, she ended up crying and shit.
I would too, girl. I would too. And I really didn't think Grant was gonna go that far that soon. This was only episode 3, so it only had to be like day 2 or 3 in the house. I don't know. It's like,
Yeah, I
like
don't know how many days have passed.
I don't either, but I knew he was gonna kiss someone for sure. But
Oh yeah.
to get naked in the shower with him, and for them to show that little handprint there, I know Netflix was knew what they were doing with the editing.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and they
Hey,
purposely they had to have taken the sound out a little bit, like
yeah,
the sound and all that. I like they took that part out, and they're like the handprint. That's enough. We
yeah.
got him. We
And then
got
you
him.
could hear some breathing, but it's like,
Yeah,
I didn't think it was gonna be that soon. That's
yeah,
so
yeah. I
sad.
told you, Grant ain't shit, bro. I know his type. I met plenty of dudes like Grant. I know
Yeah,
his
and then
type.
I noticed the next day, like the Natalie girl, she was coming over to him while he was singing, and she was like, "That's a beautiful song," and I'm like, "You're not even listening to the lyrics that he's saying right now. He's saying
Mm-hmm.
he regrets what he did with you and all this stuff," and then
Mm-hmm.
he like broke off the physical part, but I think that's probably only for like a day, if that. So
Yeah, yeah, he just feeling a little remorseful because he's like, oh no,
yeah.
I lost my Ashley. Because my thing is this though, like if I'm okay, if we're doing like a numbers game, right? If I'm just
Mhm.
doing comparatively, Ashley
Mhm.
versus the Natalie girl, I'd pick Ashley every day. So I'm just confused on why I'm like, yeah, if you're gonna fold, yeah, Natalie's a good fold, but I'm just like, still, like, I just don't. And then you don't. The thing is, like, he's connected with this girl and all that, and I'm just like, but I haven't heard y'all have a real conversation about anything. Like,
Mhm.
y'all just fuck you. Like, you're just gonna end up single again. You and Natalie gonna break up because
Yeah.
y'all ain't talked about nothing of substance at all.
Yeah.
There's no connection besides I want to fuck.
Yeah, that's literally that's what it is, and I don't know if that's exactly what happened last night or something adjacent to it, but, like, I don't know. Even if they were to get out into the real world, like you said, I think once they do that a couple times, it's like, "Okay, well, that was the connection. I really don't bond with you on anything else other than I think you're attractive."
No, no, no. They smashed in that shower.
Okay, I wasn't
That's
like
that's why that's why the
I
palm of
wasn't
the hand.
for
There's
sure.
no other woman. There's no other. I mean, no other reason for a woman's palm print to be face out like this on the glass.
I thought maybe
There's
he's
no
like,
reason. There's nothing else that could be going on. And if
there
he's
could
feeling
be
bad, they got to cut it off.
I could think of something else that could be going on that's not.
I mean, okay, but I mean, he's a guy. You're gonna want to do something else after that.
Mhm, mhm.
So, and she's not. She's open to it. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna happen. He definitely did it. He got in
Dang.
there naked for a reason. It'd be different if he got in there with his pants on and then you seen that. I'm like, all right, he might have just did that.
I thought he just got naked. He was going to do it regardless because it was a shower. But when you look at it, that glass really isn't that wide. So like, it had to be that they were definitely getting it on in there because.
Mm-hmm.
There, like, I feel like you would have seen. I don't know. I feel like there would be more space to do other things, but you didn't see anything past that little glass window. So
Yeah, for sure.
very in that tight corner.
Yeah, that's a wall shower to me. I'm like, why is there even glass up? Like at this point, you might as well just be open.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And I noticed that Grant had like toxic tendencies when he was trying to make Natalie jealous.
Yeah,
Which
that shit just
I'm like,
didn't make no sense.
what are we? Do you like her or not? Because now
Yeah.
you're trying to make her jealous, and
Mm-hmm.
she's obviously the person who's not going to fight over a guy. So she's like, if you want him, and if he wants you, like, girl, you can have him. And if you don't, if you act like you don't like me, then that it is what it is. Then I'll walk away. Which I did respect that about her.
Mm-hmm.
I did respect that.
Yeah. She definitely I know my worth type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, good. I respect anybody that can go, yep, this is my time, and just get off
Yeah.
the bus.
Yeah.
Because
So,
Shantae should have got off the bus a long time ago.
oh, way before we even signed up for the show.
Yeah.
And she keeps bringing up the fact that it was like Breon's idea to come on the show to show her that he could be friends with females. Why do we have to show up to the show for that to happen?
Right.
He chose this show because it was a chance to hook up with other people away from you. He could do that in
Right.
real life and show you that he could be friends with women.
Yeah.
But he chose to come here. Girl.
Yeah, because you know he's toxic. He's gonna be like, it was just a show, baby. It was just for entertainment.
If I was her, I would leave.
If it has
I'd leave
expeditiously,
the show.
man.
Yeah.
Man. So, who else? Who haven't we talked about?
Let me see what else I wrote in my notes. I feel like the only thing we probably didn't talk about was when they sent people home. And I feel like the only thing I have to say about that is one of the girls they sent home, I could tell it was because like she liked Lino. It seemed like Lino really wasn't attracted to her. And that's why he sent her home, because she also pulled up on him and was like, well, why didn't you ask me on a date? I thought we were going to go on a date. And that was hard for me to see her act like that, because it's like, stand up. Because there's other men, because you're beautiful, and there's other men in that house that want to get to know you.
Right. Like she was going outside for Lino of all people. Lino.
I did not even think she was interested in him. And I think the way she came and she was so sad, I was like, y'all either don't have a connection at all and you're a little crazy to think that y'all do, or Netflix just held that back from us, because I didn't see anything between y'all that would give you the right to ask him this.
Yeah. I did feel a little awkward watching that. I'm like, what is going on? So you good? We good? What's going on? Like,
I was like, what did they hold back from us? Because I don't know. I thought she was gonna go for Breon, because
I for sure thought so too.
All on his ear with that chalk. That was the same girl, right?
Yeah.
So that was like,
yeah, that don't make no sense.
Since when do we like Lino and why?
Yeah.
So I would love to hear her reasoning on that. And then I saw Lino was like, yeah, I'm not into her, and it didn't seem like any of the other guys were, so they vote to send her home. And then the other girl, I swear I've never seen her before.
Yeah.
I was like, you're here? She was that like non-important. She was like, oh, I came for margaritas. I drink the margaritas. Bye, I'm ready to go home. And I was like, okay. I guess you got some vacation.
Right. She was only there for 3 days. Yeah, that's how many days it went by. Because she said it. She's the only person that gave us a timestamp on how many days it's been. Because she was like, yeah, I got 3 3-day vacation.
Okay.
So they sent her home on day 3. So I'm like, well, fuck it.
I've literally never seen that girl before.
Bro, she would show up in different scenes, but she would just play in the background. That's why when they called her, I was like, yeah, get her up out of here. Like, she ain't even trying. Like,
yeah, when they said that, I was like, who is that? She's been here the whole time? I did not see her once. Yeah, so that's probably why they didn't show us no conversation she had, because they knew, like, well, Netflix knew she was going to go home soon. So, like, why you put that in there? And then, like, for the guys, I'm trying to remember who they sent home. Or no, we just talked about that. For the
For
girls,
girls, yeah, they sent home. Actually, 3 people went home because the one dude he was like, "Yo, I'm tired of being here. I want to go home."
I
But I
remember
don't blame
that.
him because the girls' house is boring as hell.
Yeah. And Taylor was like, dang, like I had a connection with him. I'm sad. But like it's been a sad environment. I would hate to wake up in that environment. And I remember
Man.
Shantae saying something like, I'm tired of the girls going into the bonfire so sad and blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to be optimistic. And I'm like, girl, I appreciate you trying to be optimistic, but you're one of the people who should be sad. But I appreciate your optimistic spin on it because I'm like that. And I try to be like, well, I know I can't even control whatever the heck is going on over there. So let's
Mhm.
at least try to liven up the party here.
Right,
So
right, right.
so I
Right.
get why he left because it's just like Depressionville over there.
Man, that no, no bueno, no
Yeah.
bueno.
And then I don't remember the other two guys who went home.
Yeah, the other 2 dudes. Yeah, I don't think they
Maybe they just
mattered.
didn't also
I
have
don't
a
think they mattered. Like I looked and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Like
Mhm.
nobody went home that I was like, oh, wait, what?
Yeah, okay. So what
Yeah,
do you think about the two new people that came for both the girls and the guys? I didn't think that was gonna happen. I didn't expect people to get sent
yeah.
home and new people to be brought.
So I thought it was gonna dwindle down, and I was like, good. This could get really good. Like
Yeah.
get rid of more people. This can get
Mhm,
really, really good because
mhm,
now they're forced to be intimate. They're forced to
mhm.
have these one-on-one conversations. Like it's a I'm like, hey, this is gonna get heated. Like,
Yeah,
good, good.
yeah.
Because I'm like, I need this girl's house to get the popping. Like,
Yeah,
I need
exactly.
something here. But then the for the new guys, they brought a good energy to them. So I was like, good.
Mhm.
That should liven up that house a little bit.
Yeah,
Even though everybody was so depressed after the bonfire, they kind of just stuck to the old people that they knew. And then that
yeah.
one black dude, he went over there to try and talk to Ashley, and she was
Mhm.
not feeling that conversation at all. Like
Yeah,
I'm like, bro, that was the best worst moment of all time because yes, it's a good moment because she's all alone sitting on the hammock, but it's a
mhm.
bad moment because she's trying to reflect, bro.
Yeah.
Catch her on the walk back
Mhm.
from it. Catch her on the walk back from it. Just chill
Yeah,
out, get you a drink, chill out, be on your phone, whatever. And then when she's on the way back, deal with her.
yeah, yeah. I would say, I guess I'm trying to put myself in their shoes. If I was in that situation, I'd be like, I don't know what time of night this is at, but I
Yeah.
would want like the rest of the evening to probably reflect. So honestly, I'd probably just go up to my room. But then the next day, since I took the rest of the evening, I'd be like, okay, I'm not trying to think about them. Like, let's have some fun. Then I'd be throwing out some suggestions like let's have a pool party or do some drinking games or heck even like Uno, like
Something, bro.
liven it up because I'm getting bored and I'm just like, dang,
Yeah. Like I
y'all are
feel
not
like
having as
most of
much fun as the men, and
Mhm.
I hate that for y'all.
Yeah, yeah, because I feel like the guy's house is what we mostly see because
Yeah.
that's the best television.
Hmm.
Like the girl's house is, I feel like they cut to it to give us a moment, and then that's it. Like,
Yeah.
no, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing. But
Okay.
I could have thought about something, and I was like, wait, no, I can't talk about that yet.
Okay.
But yeah, the new girls. I mean, it's fine. I was like, okay, like I don't see any of the guys like besides potentially maybe Lino might liven up to one of them.
Hmm.
Maybe. But
Hmm.
other than that, I feel like everybody's kind of locked in, you
Yeah.
know? Like
Hmm.
I know for a fact, Breon is definitely gonna do something with Ashley. That that Ashley over there on the girl's
Hmm.
house, but or is her name Ashley or is it Alicia? Or whatever the little
Are you talking
Hispanic
about
girl is.
the one that Lino was interested in?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think it's like Alex or something. Definitely.
Alex, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I don't know what they did in that little like bathroom scene because it
Uh-huh.
wasn't shown to us, but like you can tell that, yeah,
Yeah.
something's gonna
He's
happen.
definitely gonna do something with her. And I feel like also that Courtney girl, he's definitely gonna do something with her. like for sure.
Okay.
For
Okay.
sure. I feel like he's gonna do both. Then I'm trying to think. Grant's pretty much locked in. I don't think he's going. I think he's just gonna stay where he's at and just lock in.
What
And I
about the
think
girl that was like licking that whipped cream off his stomach or something, trying to throw herself at Grant? You don't think he'll dive into that?
the way Natalie is
Mm-hmm.
and him trying to prove that he's a better person right now, I don't think
Mm-hmm.
he will. I don't
Okay.
think he will. And yeah, I don't think he will.
Okay.
Because I think he's trying to walk out of this with something.
Yeah.
Like I'm leaving here with something. If
Right.
I'm
He's
leaving
trying to go
Ashley,
home with
I'm
some.
going home with something, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Um, uh, Tyler, he's
Mhm.
definitely hey, that's done. He's done.
Oh yeah.
He's
He's
made,
far past that relationship with Taylor. I think he said I think he was the one that said like I've accepted that my relationship is done. Grant
yeah,
has kept saying like was it Grant or somebody is saying like I can see this may not be the best person with me like maybe we'll break up maybe it's over but I think
oh,
Tyler
that's
was
Breon. That's
okay.
Breon.
But I think Tyler was the one to be like no it's done.
Yeah,
So I don't think him and his and those are the clips I want them to show also. Like
yeah,
a lot of it is like the interactions with other people, but we get stuff in the confessionals that they're not showing. And I'm like, they
yeah.
need to hear that.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like they could have gave us a bit more, like so
Mhm.
we'd have more context. But then at the same time, I think they don't. So then we're more shocked when
Mhm.
certain things go a certain way.
Okay.
Um, but with that being said, that's all I got. What
Yeah.
else you got?
That's it. I since 4 ended in the middle of the bonfire, I can't wait to see Ashley's reaction
I can't wait for you to watch five, bro.
to
I
Grant
watched part
messing
of
around
five.
in the shower.
Five is
Oh, I
crack.
feel so bad for her.
Five is crack. I've
I feel
I've
so bad.
y'all. I'm telling y'all now at the end of this review, I've watched five. Okay. Five. I mean, not five. I watched five, but I watched 30 minutes of five. Okay. 30 minutes. That is peak reality television. Peak. Peak. I, because they add this new concept, man, and the way it works, the way I thought it was gonna work versus the way it did, I said, "Oh, this is absurd.
Oh god,
This is
I'm so
crazy."
nervous. I'm so nervous.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Get your tissue ready because this is gonna be
Okay.
sad.
Okay. Oh my goodness. All right.
But anyway, that's it, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to me. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Jade. Jade, that always throws me off because I the camera's inverted. But Jade, you can tell them where to find you. Also, her stuff will be in the description. But yeah,
You can find me on YouTube at Jade Dodd. That's JADEDODD. Or my at for YouTube and Instagram is Jade Dodd and the letter M. And it'll be down below too. Thanks for tuning in.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Just in a few, you could just put it in the thing underneath, and you
Okay.
can, yeah, yeah. So then you can have it. See how my at shops up.
Wait, where do you do that?
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you after this.
Okay.
Anyway, bye y'all.
All right. Bye.